life lessons is very important when it comes to capturing our stories, because our stories are not necessarily told, especially the young ladies. I'm gonna ask y'all this question. When it, like I said, everybody talks about the hood, the drug dealer, keys, flipping this, somebody getting shot and whatever. But the beautiful thing about the web series is now we took control of the cameras and we could tell our narrative. What stories do you think, as an actress, you would like to see, and what would you like to fulfill in your new career now as being someone who portrays and gives messages and lessons through the camera?
Well, I feel like I would like young ladies to know that there's more to life than that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could be successful. You don't have to be a drug dealer to be successful. You can get degrees. They have trades, careers, be entrepreneurs, things like that. I want them to know anything's possible no matter where you come from. Everybody's life is not easy. Everybody's life is not hard either, but you get what you put out. And I just want everybody to understand that. There's more to life than just hood stuff.
Anybody else?
Especially like she said to like these girls and stuff, like my character, like when your boyfriend is in the streets and doing stuff like that, like I'm with him and he shot, you know what I mean, like a cop or whatever, like you could really go to jail for that, just for being there, even though you did not do it and you ain't know he was gonna do it. He ain't even know he was gonna do it. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But association, watch who you have around you.
All about choices.
It is.
Yeah.
Understand it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel the same way because my character, like I said, I was a problem child in Atlanta. I'm going to come to Jersey. I'm going to create more mayhem. So the same as Dean said, it's all about choices. No matter where you go, life is what you make it. You could follow your dreams, and like she said, you could be anything you want to be. Just got to stick to it, motivate yourself. You got to be determined. You got to have a dedication, and you could do it. You could be successful.
You have to drive. You have to want more.
Exactly.
You have to also know better to do better. And some don't know that if they're not taught that. Some have to learn that. So
that's key, because like I said, when we have the cameras, we control our narrative. And unfortunately, women of color have been given the shit since the boats and the government changed on this land and made women of color the double, triple, quadruple slave. Because through history, women have not only birthed nations, they cared for their own nations and other nations, and then they got smacked in the face with stigma. You see what I'm saying? And when we look at it today, when I went overseas, and when I went overseas, I was able to understand why certain people look at us the way they do, because of television. And from hearing you, like I said, all three of you are very intelligent, and no one should ever have the right to look down on you and talk to you like you're beneath them or unintelligent. But when they see us in other countries, they see women as, especially women of color, as angry, violent, oversexed, cuss like crazy, and y'all would be the best quarterbacks in the NFL because they could throw drinks like a motherfucker, everything that's on television. And that's not how we live. What part of your life do you think should be shown on camera so the world can see the true essence of you, not just you as a woman?
That's a good question. Because I always say I would never put my life on camera. So none.
I don't know where to go from that.
I don't feel like my personal life. I don't want any of that to go on camera. I get what you're saying though. I would say the transition for me, growing from being the person I was yesterday to the person I become today. Like the things I had to go through certain experiences. That was a joke before me saying that. But you know, certain experiences. Like I said, everybody's not perfect. So their life is based on choices.
Okay.
So I've made choices that I'm not, okay with. Then that's what I meant by life is based on choices to everyone, because I want them to understand that we really choose, like when you grow up and you become more knowledge, it's really like, damn, that happened to me because I chose to do that. Why did I do that? So I know next time not to do that. I know what to do different. So really, our life is really based on the choices that we make.
You know?
I feel like I'm already bringing like the essence in me because it's. I feel like he chose me to be this specific character for a reason because of how I am naturally. Everything you described. I mean, I'm not angry though, but I curse everybody and anybody out. I'm aggressive naturally. Like that's just what it is. So that's what I'm bringing. Like I'm like a take it or leave it type of person. Either you're gonna like it or you're not, and that's strictly up to you. I'm still gonna do what I'm gonna do. That's it.
Everybody who's watching the show, if you look at her eyes, you can see the intensity in everything she said. You say somebody being real, I felt that.
But you can see, but you can see their aura, like the power of the black woman. Like you can see the power they have, and if you watch the series, you can see like you draw to them, so you see what they bring.
Draw me to you. What do you have?
I think my essence is the same. Like I'm me. He chose me to play this character because I don't have to change anything about myself.
Oh, you a problem child?
It's not that I'm a problem child, but I think because I have an innocent face, but I can be sneaky. I can do different things. Like you never can tell about me. I don't give too much. So
all of our characters fit.
All of our characters fit.
Yeah.
Yes.
In real life, all of our characters fit.
That's interesting.
Yes. All of our
I'm gonna flip that question to the gentleman now because men of color are an endangered species all over the planet, and it's not that we're dying out. It's the essence of manhood is dying out. I don't get on people about who they sleep with, what your sexual preference is, because if you ain't doing it with me, it's not my business. I don't care. But the one thing that I do have an issue with is the propensity in Hollywood and people who are behind the camera to make men of color look effeminate, men of color to look unintelligent, us to be the butt of the jokes, the first to be killed, and the one to be taken advantage of. You know what I'm saying? And for you two, gentlemen, you're playing roles of people in society who are supposed to be respected, and people in society who are supposed to protect and serve, and once again, people in society who keep society at bay. And why do you think it's important for you to play those roles and show young men or men outside of the nation that men of color are not what America portrays in the media, but we stand for something and we also have roles in society?
Well, like for me, like this just acting. Like my real life, you know, when I was younger, you know, I used to be in the streets doing this while I went to prison and everything. But you know, I evolved, and now you know I work, you know, take care of my kids. Like I love spending time with my family, my kids, sister, brother, whatever. I want to be positive into this thing. You know, I'm in the church a little bit now. So I want people to look and be like, you know what? You know, if he could do that, you know, I would do it. Like, you still could be cool by having a regular job. Shit, I work 2 jobs. You know what I'm saying?
Salute to you. Hey,
you know,
that's what it is.
Trying to, because, you know, there's some cats out there still doing the same thing that I was doing in the 90s. Like, I'm 45 years old. I be seeing people that's like 25, 30, and I'm like, damn, like, he look rough. Like, you need to drink water or something. Like, what's going on? Yeah,
well,
like
congratulations for making it to 45.
Yeah.
Salute to you.
And like I just want to, you know, have that positive. Like people be looking like, yo, know what? He changed. He got his life together. Like that's, you know,
inspiring.
Still can go to any hood. I could still go to projects. Still cool out, but you don't have to be doing the things that other people still doing. Like they stuck.
Word.
Yeah.
And you? How you feel?
I feel the same way. We came up in the same era.
Mm-hmm.
So, me coming up, like I ain't had no respect for cops. Like it was like it's coming to earth to me. But now,
people still don't.
and there's a lot of bad ones. There's some good ones.
Mm-hmm.
And I was I'm serious. Seriously, I was fortunate enough. Like I'll give you an example. Like the cop that locked me up the second time. I knew him. And we had gotten into a scuffle in the backyard, and he pistol whipped me. And he was like, I know you, you know, I know your mother, I know your father, and all this stuff. I'm not looking for about none of that. You know, take me to jail. You know what I mean? And now I look back at that, and I'm like, damn, like, you know, I look back at that, and I say, damn, this guy actually did me a favor by locking me up.
Yeah.
And because if I would have kept going the way I was going, I honestly believe I wouldn't be here. So in my character, I kind of want to shed a positive light and show a different story from what reality is about police officers and how they treat people. Because there are some good police officers out there. Not many.
Yeah,
Some.
not many.
We'll just say there's some. We'll keep it just like that. All right, cool.